So I bought 4 of these, $250 a piece, brand new. There's one breaker in the box. There's type of breaker in the box. That's a 30. And you know the 30s have this size, like this. This is just a single. This is a plug-in, a 30 and 50. So we call it 20, 30, 50 box. And it's got breakers in. It's like, this is a 280. And there's multiple ways to connect these externally and directly to a breaker when they don't otherwise shine. The ones that you have a breaker at the plant, I'll show you here shortly. Accommodate everything. It's a one-stop shop. This could work if I put one of these along. We have wire. Yeah. Compound pieces. We've got variable. Let me turn on the light. So, my globe lamp project, and I do have, indoor box up there. Who cares right now about that? And a bunch of components and parts from boxes and globes, circular globes, if you will, like I can meter shit, right, all over different size, different type ones. That is a 30. This is 50. The other just different. This one's closed at the top, whereas there's any of these that have this that accommodate these. And we bought these purple light bulbs, and they're supposed to glow in the dark, or whatever, not be so bright at the spot, but it's illuminating. Anywho, and someday that jukebox is gonna play. I should do something with that. Anyways, let's ensure to see. Yes, signs, percent. Oh, for mowing. I get it for mowing. Anyways, so Kim was gonna help and paint this, but he pulled all the wiring out of these. Like, he wanted them to do it. I don't know how retarded he could become, but that's a lot of extra shit beyond the pavers to all these bulbs in here are these guys of the purplish type. These spots are red, already, kind of, except for that power problem that needs rebuilt. Started. Really seriously used for components. These are just hanging out, hanging. Uh-oh, it's collecting water there. I shouldn't be hanging much longer. I needed that done by. But I was getting them out of the ground so I could use some mowing. And that's what happened there. But there's 5 island spots. That one's kind of got a wiring schematic I could probably follow. I could copy that. Probably. I need to find the bottom example, but I could copy that. I'm not like stupid mechanically inclined. I just don't know why they did it. I'll copy it. Like does what it's supposed to do. I don't know. You know, so I got that to contend with. Because this power line over here is where it was. And let's see where it yanked up through the ground and broke because the road was compacted and tougher than the line was. So somewhere you see pigtails of power. Pigtails of power. Yep. That's just a few. I should get it up very well. Anyways, probably need to grab it. So here, pickaxe and pull that up a little bit, but anyway, it's probably another line for 4, I'm guessing. But that went to there, it yanked up. I'll put it back down to the ground. So on this island, they're pull through. Convenient ones. These are your dailies mostly, the ones that stay a day or two if they don't even want to disconnect. And they like leave it there and they, I don't know, take it in the car somewhere. I don't know what they do. Anyways, this is my construction zone right here. Obviously, we can make some changes there. This that millipedes building. But I was thinking about painting that garage in such a way because I have this badass projector that would shoot a whole, I don't know, YouTube videos. Well, like this shit. On the wall. But there's a couple spaces out there. You know, out there. Here and here. And a couple got run over here. Because that's, I don't know. Fixing processes are way different than peaceful processes. So, okay, Hornets like these things. You gotta just be cautious. But this, how that works is with a breaker at the box. Water, sewer, and you could hang your dog right there or something. Anyways, yeah, 20, 30, 50. Any trailer. So, you think that the quick pull-in spots that are for like overnight stays should be any trailer like on the box as opposed to a 30 or a 50 or, oh shit, I got 330 but I got no 50s. They're all full. I'm sorry, can you go? Oh, fuck that, man. So it seems like those boxes should be there, and that setup should be somewhere with breaker directly to them. So one, but I'm gonna build here. I gotta clean this out. That's why that dump truck prime gotta go, because the metal and shit that didn't burn through all that garbage episodes is kind of collected up into a shit show. Time for it to go. So here's my little thing. These lines come out as solid as your sponsors. Anyways, this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna make it to where there's a wall here comes out and a wall here comes out. I'm gonna build it up, probably higher than that, I don't know. Maybe just that's fine height. Like you'd find in a forest and put a shelf top on it a little bit. The power boxes and all stuff will be hooked up here. There will be a 30 plug-in on this side or whatever of the regular small outlets, because I've got dozens of those already bought in a bucket up top. But I can mount them here and here to accommodate this spot. It's a 30 and jumper line the septic in it, but it'll have water and power just the same, hanging off of this wall on this side. So there's a little bit of clearing for that camper here. And then the same on this side. This was already a spot ready. But the wiring is coming from this main, which just goes into that pole, that power right there, underground here. I followed it. And so the septic and all that shit, I already chased it with my uncle, the master park designer. But now I'm going to prove what an electrician I really am. So this was what we have. This is kind of like a cove built out that needs to be built out. But there's power spots all through here. Watch, I'll show you as we go along. But they're like this. They use Romex from inside of a house to run just to the lines with not the greatest ground going on here. Two line shits from that main over there where we were talking to this site, to this light, to this site. Here's the water, to the water, to this site, to this site. See, the bamboo gets pretty busy. I can go in here and show you how this site got consumed. This is not the only other one, by the way. It just goes in, and I don't know what happens from there, but it's hanging out, hiding in the trees. Bamboos are crazy. They get that. They separate itself. Anyways, there's these sites in there. So we can put these RVs together with that. Over here is the porch for that, but along the path, I can show you where I was putting this stuff together. It's two spaces. There's stuff in there. I've got to move my foundation legs out of the way, but this one, there's a 1 to 30, 1 to 50 amp. There's a plug-in outside. I just gotta close this off. I wasn't quite done, but then that woman went goofy and I no longer had an emergency, so I just thought she should. Here we get table top. Cut this. Get a flat slab, epoxy it over as some sort of thing. There. So we got two side-by-side spots there. Right there, right there. We're not going down there right now. It's a whole other version of things in life. Anyway, this one's buried. You see part of it over there for a second, but it comes under and it does well. This one on top is live right now, and you can pull it up. If I need one of those to go in this hot, I need to feed with these three, which we saw come up over there, I need that fourth one. I'm gonna put that 200A box I showed y'all up the garage in there and pull these up off the top. We'll have live wire down there doing the correct run from the sites to the box with breakers to them. So yeah, anyways, that's crazy. These right here, already set up with outdoor receptacles on these upright posts are what I'm going to utilize out here for the electrical setup over there. So that's my project. I got more posts going on. As it unfolds, I'll show you. I'll do this as soon as I have metal panels. I've run out of metal panels. I totally need metal panels. Some hat channel framing. Well, there's narrow hat channel. They're like flat-legged. We're skinning around it. Put the panels to that would be great. It fell, so the floor broke. But I can get to that another time. Talk to y'all in a jiffy, skippy later on, bro.